Good afternoon, this is Ivan Amara. This is most likely my final video of today. I'll talk for like 45 minutes. That's good enough for you guys, right? Hope you guys enjoyed my recent 2 videos I made today. Yeah. I know, are you bluffing? Are you really a virgin? Yes, I'm a virgin. I'm a 4-year-old. I'm turning 34 this Sunday. 34-year-old virgin. I'm not lying, guys, right? Yeah. That's why I feel like I missed out on so much stuff in my life. Because Victoria Justice, I even did it all with all these guys behind your back, right? Victoria Justice had a prom date at her prom. She probably had boyfriends in high school. She banged guys in high school and in her 20s and even now in her 30s. Whereas you never had any of that. Because Victoria Justice is a selfish bitch, obviously. She only wants me having those moments with her, but she knows the world's gonna make me pay, so there's no point of me saying my virginity for VJ. It's pointless, obviously. I'm not gonna have a woman do me. There you go. She really expects me to repel the woman after what she did to me behind my back. She's fucking crazy, that woman. She's blind and she's a crazy, psychotic woman, yeah. Demanding something from Ivan that you can't even do. You expect Ivan to be faithful to you, VJ, and repel the chick for you when you can't even repel the guys for Ivan. So in other words, you're selfish. You want your own. Yeah, I don't want my full cake. I love these most of these guys. I like them. But I don't want you having one chick except for me. Because VJ is a crazy guy. But she knows I'm not going to listen to her. I'm not going to listen to VJ when she gives me hell, right? I'm not going to listen to her. Obviously, when I get my girlfriend. The fee I don't want to pay, but the girlfriend thing, VJ, I'm not going to have you do like that. I'm not going to listen to you. But the truth is, I don't really care about sex. I don't care about that stuff, obviously. Yeah. But I do feel like I missed out in my life. Because I never had a girlfriend in my high school years, my 20s, my 30s. I never had a girlfriend. I never experienced that in my life. Whereas VJ did it all live with all those guys in Hollywood behind your back, man. Everything you can think of, Ivan, she did it all with those guys in Hollywood, right? Yeah, hooking up in the shower, sleeping on the guy's chest, making out, oral sex. She did it. She did everything. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did everything to those guys behind your back. Yes, and then now when I have a girlfriend, you expect me to stay away from the chick for you after what you did to me behind my back and what you're currently doing to me behind my back, VJ. Because Ivan, when you get a girlfriend, if you do get a girlfriend, Ivan, which I should obviously, Victoria Justice will be continuously fucking the guys even while you have a girlfriend, and she's gonna expect you to stay with the chick, but I'm not gonna listen to her, obviously. She's gonna keep seeing the guys after that. I'm not gonna have her do like that. Yeah, I mean, I hate seeing hell. You piss me off. And I like these guys. I love the attention. I'm gonna keep seeing them behind your back. I mean, yes, VJ, I'm gonna keep seeing chick too. I'm not gonna listen to you either. There you go. You can't be selfish, man. I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. But she'll play the victim card game with me. Well, Ivan, you're hurting me. It hurts. You're crushing my heart and everything. I'm like, what about you? Like, you crushed my heart when I found out about your mess, and I cried like a baby in the theaters, and when I found out about your mess, and you still continuously kept fucking the guys. You don't care, so why should I show you pity, VJ? I don't fall for that victim card game, VJ. Victoria Justice is not the innocent one. You're the innocent one, Ivan. She's the guilty one. She has no right to play the victim card and say you're crushing me, you're hurting my heart when she's been fucking guys for like 20 plus years of her life behind your back, Ivan. Yeah, well, don't have that woman too. She's evil, that woman. Yeah, she's crazy. Emma, crazy woman. I already told you guys my story how I passed the test. And Victoria Justice constantly fails the test, obviously. She can't go one day without fucking a guy. She's crazy, that woman. Yeah. BJ fucks guys 7 days a week of the year, Ivan. Every day she fucks guys. Chances are most of the guys she's banging are the guys that she likes, who she's seeing behind your back, Ivan. Who she has intimate relationships with. Those are the guys she's seeing. And there's other guys who she just fucks for fun. I don't know, when she goes on vacation, when she does a YouTube interview, she fucks that guy. Sometimes she does that too because she's a fucking whore, that woman. Yeah, she's crazy. Emma. Yeah. Oh, I work tomorrow. All I gotta do, Ivan, is just wake up at 8, go to work, get it over with. It's 2:30, 2:40. Clock out, and you get your 6 days off, and then you work again, and you get your check, right? I want to just quit Indies. No, I need the money. The $200 I make at Denny's, it helps me out a lot, man. I can put a little bit of that money in my savings, and I can get my beer, my smokes, and my food. That's why I mean, $600 a month is not enough. I need a little bit of extra cash. That's why I did not quit Denny's. I only have to work once a week. It's slack. I make $200, which is not much to you guys, but it's not bad money for me, right? I can get some of that money. I can save some of that money too, obviously. That's why I did not quit Denny's. I like working at Denny's. Denny's is chill working there. It's a lot of work there too, though. Denny's is a lot of work, but I like it more than Coco Frutti. Coco Frutti was fucking crazy, man. That's why I ran. All the dishwashers ran Coco Frutti, man. The work there is too much. Tony ran. 4 dishwashers quit Coco Frutti in 5 last year. 4 dishwashers quit because the work was too much. Yeah, Tony left in May last year. And then they hired this American black guy from Florida. He quit after the first day. And they hired this other kid, this like Russian kid, Slovakian kid, whatever it is. And he quit like the very week I quit. He only worked there for a good like month and like a week. And he quit the very week I quit, obviously. But I gave my 2-week notice at Coco Frutti, so I left on a good note. I'm like, yeah, I can work for you for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks I'm done. And I told the boss that. He's like, okay. Yeah. And I heard the boss now does the dishes. That's what the other guy told me, obviously, when I met him like a couple months ago. When I saw him in downtown Ottawa, I talked to him. He's like, yeah, he's like, the boss does the dishes now. I think the boss knows all the dishwashers he's going to hire, they're going to end up quitting on him because the work there's too much, especially on a weekend. If you put the dishwasher going on Coco Frutti, they're going to quit, those guys. It's too much work. Yeah. Because even though Denny's is a lot of work, obviously, like when I work at Denny's, even after my shift, even though I'm a little bit tired, I'm not like drained of energy. Like Coco Frutti, when I worked there, every time after I closed, I had no energy. I was drained of energy. I had like no energy at all. Even walking home was a struggle. And I had no energy to even work on my book or do anything because I was so tired, man. It's crazy, man, the closing at Coco Frutti. It's just like a mountain of dishes you have to wash. It takes like 2 hours to close, man. It's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going back to welfare. But it took me 3 months to get accepted into welfare. I had to give all this paperwork and everything, sign all these papers. Yeah, it was crazy. I finally got accepted, obviously. I collect 600 a month now from Walker, Quebec. And now I don't have to work. I just work once a week at Denny's, and I finished my book. I was able, because I went back to over, I was now able to finish my book, obviously. Because I'm no longer working, I'm not tired anymore. I could work on Xanax, and I finished my Xanax story. Obviously, going over volume 3, right? Yeah. We vlog with Tony this year. Yeah, I will. But his number is saved on my old phone. My old phone got damaged. And because my new phone is a Google phone, it's a different brand, my old contacts are not on my phone anymore. So I have to wait until the phone plan is done, and I get all those numbers back, obviously. Tony's number, Reza Haki, yeah. I don't have Tony's number right now. Yeah. Now it's a sick vlog. I know the vlog I made last year, that was a sick vlog. That was like a 3-hour vlog. We sat near the river, the marina, the Alma Marina, not the Alma Marina, the Ottawa River. You guys saw the view. Yeah, Ottawa from the other side. Yeah, that was a sick vlog. Yeah, why is VJ celibate to that? Because why? She's blinded by her feelings for me. VJ's baby, man. That's why she's like that. She's selfish like that, obviously. But I'm not gonna have what we've been doing, man. Yeah. But the reason why she is selfish at that because why I'm special, man. She doesn't want you touching me. Yeah, even though I know I'm a selfish bitch, I'm gonna keep seeing all these guys. I don't want Ivan touching one chick. But I don't listen to her because she doesn't listen to me either. She never listened to me in Hollywood. She took me for granted. She doesn't listen to me. I'm not gonna listen to her either, man. You're gonna keep seeing the guys. I'm gonna keep seeing the chick too. It's how it works for each other. I'm not gonna have you be selfish like that, man. You can't be selfish. I'm not gonna have you get your full kick like that. You know, I expect Ivan to listen to me and be faithful, but I'm gonna keep fucking all these guys behind his back. He's never gonna know because VJ is a crazy woman. That's why I'm not gonna have that woman do. That's why she made that song. Yeah. I'm so sick of it. Your attention deficit never listen. Yeah. What about your attention deficit, VJ? You don't listen to me either, you fucking hypocrite. Yeah, playing the victim card, right? Yeah, not gonna work on me, VJ. You're the guilty one, I'm the innocent one in the relationship, and you know it, VJ. So don't you dare play the victim. You've been cheating on me for like 20 plus years of your life. With all these men in Hollywood on my back, man. Crazy woman, yeah. Those castles will hollow water, oh yeah, it will. Sky Source Entertainment will blow hollow out the water. Yeah. Higher pay, more better perks, all that stuff, right? That's what all the hot actors say because they're gonna beg. Maybe use to recite them, obviously, right? Yeah. 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 That's when I get that check, I'm gonna cry. $20 billion has been deposited into your bank account, into your PayPal account, and I take that money and I transfer it into my checkings account, and I have like $20 billion in my bank. I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking rich. I cry like a baby because I know with that money I can live a life of EJ, and I can achieve my dream and be a famous movie star. Man, I can turn Zayas into a movie man and pay the Hollywood actors the millions. I can be featured in the magazines and everything. Yeah, living the life, obviously. That's why when I get that check, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, man. All these people around the world work hard for like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100K, 200K a year. And I made my easy 20 million off my book, man. That's why everyone hates you with the keys, because the keys is a lottery ticket to billions. That's how you make your money, Ivan. That's why people talk and they hate on you with the keys, because you're opening the door. That's how you make your billions. They can't make their easy billions, Ivan. Y'all work hard for 50, 60, 70, 80, 100K a year. As most people in the world don't make 100 plus thousand a year. No, most people average around that 60, 70, 80K a year. Most people make around the world. As it's even tough to make 100K in this world, man. 100 plus K in this world is tough to make. Obviously, your best bet of making 100 plus thousand a year is if you own a business. Own maybe one or two businesses, you can pull in your 100 plus thousand. But if you're working at for a company, like chances are you might peak at 80,000. Unless you get promoted to like an executive, like managing manager position, you can make your 100K, but it's tough. You have competition, right? Yeah, man. Ivy May is easy 20 billion off his book. Yeah, man. Because I'm God, I'm special, and I have the keys to the kingdom, obviously. The whole world will buy my book, obviously. My book's a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Take a nice hot shower after this. Joy showed you guys with a beer. Well, you watch out of the Ivory. I don't know. I might watch a movie. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you're gonna cry, Ivan, when you get the check. Well, yeah, I will. Because I know with this money I can live the life, man. I also have my freedom too. I'm not under the gatekeepers. I didn't sell to them. And I can live the life with VJ with that money. And I can be a famous movie star with that money. Yeah. No more minimum wage, man. No more collecting shitty money from the government. I now made my billions off my book, obviously. And the first thing I'm gonna do when I get my $20 check, I'm gonna go to the Scotiabank. I have to make an appointment. Yeah, I want my daily limit to be unlimited. Yeah, you want an unlimited daily limit? Yeah, because right now my daily limit is $1,000 a day. For me to afford to fly to Los Angeles every day and get all these nice clothes, I have to have an unlimited daily limit for my account, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna book a hotel stay at the Shadow Cartier for 10 days. And the very day I booked my stay, I'm gonna book my private flight to Los Angeles on the 10th day, on my last day at the hotel, to see VJ in Los Angeles. It cost me like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a private flight to. Because I'm gonna fly privately. I'm not gonna fly commercial. I'm gonna fly privately. Obviously, I'm gonna book a private flight, the whole plane to myself. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll bring food with me. I might go to Wendy's, get like a Baconator or 2 burgers and a drink and maybe a couple chocolates here and there. But while I'm flying on the plane, I'll probably bring beer with me. Maybe 6 beers. I'll drink 6 beers on the plane while I'm flying. Los Angeles is like a 7-hour flight from Ottawa. Los Angeles is a 6-hour flight from Ottawa to Los Angeles. It's not that far. Yeah, that's where VJ lives. VJ lives in Los Angeles, obviously. She's a California chick, right? Yeah. Alright, I was waiting to make your book, by the way. I made $20. You made $20 off your book. I'm like, yeah. And chances are I'll be receiving a couple more checks. I might get maybe 2, 3 more, maybe $500 million checks, $300 million checks. My first check is like a $20 billion check, and I get maybe three other like $200 million checks for the next 3 months. Yeah. I might make $20.9 billion off the book. Yeah, I'll get a couple more, like couple $100 million checks, obviously, for the next couple months, and I stop getting paid. Because there's 2 ways you get paid for a Lulu. You either get paid monthly via PayPal, but PayPal takes like 1.8% of the royalties, or you get like quarterly checks. You get like 2 checks in 1 year, but you have to wait like 4 months for that one check, and they pay you that check in US dollars, which you don't want to do because I live in Canada. I don't live in the States. Whereas PayPal, you have the option of getting paid in US dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm going to set it up for Canadian dollar because I live in Canada. And I'm going to be living over Canada. I'm not living in the States. So I'll get paid my $20 billion in my Canadian money. Guys, some sound? Yeah. I'm like, holy shit. I'm richer than all these Hollywood celebrities who I grew up watching in Hollywood, man. Like Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, Dwayne Johnson, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Eminem, Drake, Sidney Crosby, Conor McDavid, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kanye West, Mariah Carey, Rihanna. I'm richer than all these guys. Yeah, way richer than all these guys, man. And I'm not a sell like those guys, right? I actually made my billions on my book, and I control my own money. Those guys are sellouts, and I have my freedom. Those guys don't have their freedom. They're all sellouts in the Hollywood system right now. Yeah. But Ivan's fucking lucky, man. He made his $20 million, and he also gets his freedom. Yes, because I have the keys. I don't have to sell the gatekeepers, right? I have the keys to the kingdom. There you go. Sound. I know I get VJ all fresh to myself, and I get her updated hotter with a glowing beauty. It's a sap, obviously. I now know that I got death over with. I'm going to be living forever in the world with VJ. As king, living the life forever in the world. Never ending, guys. Forever. Like, never ending. Yeah. I'm such a fucking dick, man. You make us feel like shit. Well, you gotta deserve, man. You did this evil to me. You gotta deserve, right? Yeah, man. Ivan's gonna be living forever in the world with his wife as king. Famous movies are making all those billions, and we're all left out of that. And we're all gonna pass away in like 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And Ivans is still gonna continue to live on with VJ. Yeah. Yep. I'll know what the world like, guys, in 2100, even 2200, 2300. God knows how advanced of a world we're looking at by that time. Something like Star Wars with flying cars and everything. Yeah, me and VJ will be like to see that. You guys won't, obviously, right? Yeah. Take a shot at this, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So it will be weird, Ivan, in like 40 years. Yeah, 40 years from now, in 20 what? 40 years from now, what year will it be? We're 2030, 2026. So 40 years. Is 20 what? Is it 2076 or 66? I'll just calculate here, guys. I'm horrible at math. 2066. Yeah, it's 2066. Obviously, I'm in my 70s now, right? But I look young with VJ, with the Glowing Beauty. All the people who I went to Darcy with are now like, they're grandpas now. They have grandkids and they're old now, and it's weird. I'm like, yeah, I remember when these guys were fucking little kids, man. I knew some of these guys since they were like 10, 11, and now they're in their 70s and they have grandkids. Holy shit, time flew by fast. They have grandkids. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. What will be the saddest day? The saddest day will be George Lucas. Well, once George Lucas leaves this earth, that's going to be a sad day for the world, man. George Lucas is a fucking legend, man. He created Star Wars. Yeah, man. That's what pisses me off about George. I wish George was young in this generation, but like he was a product of his time. He grew up in the sound generation, the 40s. He was born in the 40s. He's 80 now. He was 33. He was my age when he did Star Wars. He was a 33-year-old kid when he did Star Wars in 1977. And now he's like 81, man. He has a good maybe 15, 16 years left on this earth, George. Unless he makes it to 100. But once you're 100, you're done. You can, even though you're alive, you're a vegetable, right? You can't do shit, right? Yeah, that's my point, right? Yeah, I know him. Yeah. But it will be weird. It's like not. It's 2066. All the people who I went to Darcy with are in their 70s, man. Like their grandpas and grandmas are all old now, and Ivan's young forever with VJ with the Glowing Beauty, man. But Ivan's fucking lucky. He's young forever, and like we're all aging, and we have grandkids now. We have another maybe 20 years left on the earth. We're not gonna make it to 2100. Whereas Ivan's gonna see the world 2100 because he's gone. He creates, but yes, I did. I created this place with VJ. That's why I can live forever with VJ with the source, obviously. We're controlling the universe, everything. We created it. That's why we can live forever because we're God. We're timeless beings, me, VJ. We're God. That's why we can live forever because you guys can't, obviously. Don't you? Yeah. So, and all these Hollywood actors would have passed away by 2066. The older, the millennials and Gen Zs will be alive, but they'll be old in their 70s and 80s. Whereas all the Gen Xers and baby boomers now and silent generation guys won't be alive. So guys like Samuel Jackson, Will Smith, Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., none of these guys will be alive. Dwayne Johnson, all these guys, they would have passed away in 40 years. John Campbell, Robert Burnett, they won't be alive in 40 years. Yeah. Well, no, John Campbell might be alive, but it will be like 90, right? He'll be done. He'll be like in his 90s, almost. And Robert Burnett will be gone. Obviously, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, I remember watching like Robert May Burnett in the 20s and the 2020s, and John Campy and all these guys are like they passed away, man. It's crazy. It's a new generation of YouTubers. Neotooth will be alive, but he'll be fucking old, right? He'll be old, obviously. He'll be like in his 70s, right? Yeah. Man, I remember Neotooth when he was like a 28-year-old kid. Now he's like in his 70s, man, late 70s. He'll be alive by then, but he'll be old. He'll be fucking old. Rabbi will be like 80, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Late 70s, 80 Rabbi. Because Robert is a millennial like me. He was born in 87. He's a millennial. The millennials, the Gen Zs are lucky. In 40 years, you guys will still be alive. Most of you, anyways. Because some people pass away in their 60s and 70s, right? My point is, you guys are going to be old, right? You're going to be fucking old. Obviously. Whereas all these, like, these Hollywood celebrities who are, like, in their 60s now, pushing 60s, 70s, and 80s, they're not going to be alive in 40 years. That's my point, right? Don't hate them, yeah. And me and VJ are smoking hot. We're going to be young forever, man. Obviously. Oh, you're such a fucking dick, man. Well, you did this evil to me. You got your fucking dessert, right? There you go. Don't hate him, yeah. That's why the Hollywood actors are networking, because, yeah, before I grow old and pass away, I want to experience that glorious Sesame with IMVJ, yeah. Obviously, because they know the clock is ticking. A lot of these Hollywood actors are getting up there in age. Yeah, before I grow old and pass away, I want to experience that glorious Sesame with Ivan before I pass away, man. That's their goal. That's why they're all networking with all the Zane stars and all the other actors from the movies. It's crazy. Because they want to go movies so bad. Some sour. Yeah. Take a nice hot shower after this. I'll enjoy it with you guys. And after this, I'm going to watch a movie. I might watch James Bond. I'm on the Thomas Dalton one. I think A License to Kill. And after that, I have GoldenEye. I did not see GoldenEye, but I saw Tomorrow Never Dies I own on DVD or Blu-ray. And Die Another Day, I saw that too. And I saw all the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, but I did not see the other James Bond movies. I only have, I think, 2 movies left, and I watch all the old classic James Bond movies. What's your favorite movie, Ivan? Casino Royale is probably my favorite one, right? Out of all the ones I've seen, Casino Royale with Daniel Craig is probably my favorite one. That was really good. Yeah. But Sean Connery might be my favorite. James Bond. Or Daniel Craig. I mean, arguably it's the best James Bond, but I mean, it's debatable. Yeah. Have you ever directed a movie? No. I'm not confident enough to direct a movie. Directing a movie is not easy, man. When you direct a movie, you're the boss. You're steering the ship of the movie. All the crewmen, all these guys are all coming up to you, asking all these questions, man. I don't have that experience, man. That's why I prefer to just step away from directing. I think I can direct a movie, but it's stressing. I don't have the experience. I'd rather have a Hollywood director who has that experience to direct my movies. Obviously. And Zane's is the only movie that I'm stepping down. I'm going to co-write it, but after that, I'm not writing my movies. Even though I know I can, I'm not going to write it. The Great Escape, I'm going to have David S. Goyer and Jonathan Nolan, who wrote The Dark Knight, to write the Great Escape script. But me and Vijay will do we'll have a 3-act structure plan for the story. We'll take our notes and everything, and then that's the foundation for the story. And I want something like Company Men with Ben Affleck. I own that on Blu-ray, by the way. Not a bad movie, right? I want a sad theme. We can't find jobs. I was just saying, you're looking at a master's. I know, looking at a master's with The Great Escape. With Keanu Reeves, right? Looking at a masterpiece, come on. Well, Ivan, who will be the main villains of the movie for The Great Escape? Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, and Paul Bettany are the 4 main villains. Because I also want Paul Bettany to have shooting scenes and gun scenes too. Even though he's a recruiter, I want him to have his moment to shine too as one of the villains, obviously, in the movie. And my idea is that like all the and there's other villains in the movie too who go after me, VJ, and Matt Damon's wife, who are minor characters in the movie. Those guys you can pay like 120K for the movie, 100K, 80K, 70K for the scenes. They're not much scenes, and they wear these masks like Vacancy. So I mean, you want creepy masks like Vacancy, yeah. That way it's more. You have this like amazing soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? That way it's pretty freaky, obviously. Yeah. Tell Jonathan Nolan and David S. Goyer that you wanted something like Vacancy, except we're secret agents on the run. Yeah, it's a rated R, dark, pretty dark movie, and The Great Escape ends up being a masterpiece too. Obviously, an amazing soundtrack. Yeah, car chases, jumping over buildings, gun scenes, fighting scenes. Yeah, running scenes. It's an amazing movie, obviously. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep saying is if the agents of management in Hollywood get greedy, I'm not gonna overpay these guys. Have them do me right. I'm gonna keep saying that. When I pay them enough, they don't make that in Hollywood. Yeah. Do not have those guys do you, Ivan. They're not the main events. They make your movie better and they build more buzz, but I'm not gonna overpay these guys. Have them do me. When I pay them enough, here we go. Will you be consulting? Yes, I will. I will be consulting, obviously, for the screenplay for The Great Escape. Me and VJ will consult, like help them with ideas and everything, but they have to write it, obviously. Yeah. Guys, I want a 4 hour movie. Okay, you want a 4 hour movie? Yeah. Have it be a 4 hour movie. That way you give Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Paul Bettany, Matt Damon, all those guys their time to shine in the movie. Even though me and VJ are the leads, they have pretty much just as much scenes as me and VJ. Give them their time to shine too in the movie. But me and VJ are the leads of The Great Escape movie. Some Sarah. Yeah, I look at a sick movie for that. Yeah. Guys, I want this just as good as The Dark Knight. Okay, Ivan, and they write an amazing screenplay. Jonathan Nolan and David S. Goyer. They wrote The Dark Knight, those guys. I want those guys to write The Great Escape. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you have like a criminal organization like the Joker's criminal empire in The Dark Knight. Yes, except it's darker than that. As The Dark Knight was PG-13, whereas The Great Escape is rated R. It has an R rating, obviously. It's a darker movie. Yeah. But think something like the Joker for Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is like the boss of the criminal organization. He's a dirty, dirty man, obviously. Yeah. But at first, he's very nice to us when I call the number on my we're in, it transfers to us. We're on the plane. Then we go on the plane. That's where we meet Matt Damon, his wife, John Krasinski, and Brie Larson, and the B-list actors couple on the plane. And we meet each other for the first time. And then we fly to Italy. I want you filming the scene when me, VJ, Matt Damon and his wife, John Krasinski and Brie Larson, we sign our contracts for the company, obviously. And they offer us like a rich paycheck, like a $250,000, $300,000, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of money. And they hook us up with an apartment like The Firm with Tom Cruise, something like that. It's like better than that. We find out it's dirty, and yeah, this all seems too good to be true. Like, yeah, there's something fishy about this company. It's a dirty criminal organization. There's no getting out, man. Once you're in, you can't get out without dying, obviously. And me and Vito are a lucky couple who escaped. That's why we're looking at an amazing movie. The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves right now. We got a sick movie. Keanu Reeves is evil in the movie. He's an evil villain of the movie. Yeah. Scarlett Johansson's evil in the movie. They got a sick movie. Paul Bettany. And Javier Bardem will play like one of the hitmen. He has a pretty major role. That's why Javier Bardem, I'll pay him maybe $1 million. Before I said $3 million, that's too much. Pay Javier Bardem a good like maybe $1 million for the role. That's enough money for him, right? Because he's not that major of a character. Like, I don't want to pay him like $7 million to have him do me when he's on in one scene. No, I pay him like $1 million to have he's a minor character in the movie. Obviously, no, pay him like 500, 700K. That's good enough for him, right? That's a good paycheck for him. He's a minor character. I'm not going to pay him any more than that, right? And he doesn't get royalties or anything else because he's a minor character. That's still a good side money for a small role in the movie, right? I just want to pay him 700K. That's a good paycheck for Javier Bardem for the role. I want a better performance in Country of Old Men, Javier Bardem. Yeah, don't worry about it. And he destroys the role as like the sniper. That's why he's good for the movie, Javier Bardem. He was amazing in Country for Old Men, No Country for Old Men, with Josh Brolin. Yeah, he was a freaky hitman in that movie. That was a good movie. I saw that movie on Netflix. It was an amazing movie. No Country for Old Men, amazing movie. Came out, I think, 18, 19 years ago, 2007. Amazing movie. Yeah. That's why The Great Escape will arguably be probably my second best movie. Or the Western Gangs movie. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? Oh, I fart. That's gross, guys. Sorry, guys. I fart. That's disgusting. I know. Oh, that's fucking gross. I know. It's gross. Where will you film The Great Escape, Ivan? Italy. Yeah, the secret organization is in Italy. I'll be filming The Great Escape in New York and in Italy. That's where I'm filming the movie. We film in New York for a good maybe month. Probably a good month and like a week of shooting in New York. When me and VJ can't find jobs and Paul Bettany bribes us. And after that, the rest of the movie takes place in Italy. Looking at a sick movie. Welcome to the organization or something like that. After we sign our contracts, and then we do training, they train us. Then after that, we do a few missions. That's when it gets dark. Obviously, my idea is John Krasinski and Brie Larson are the couple who start to. They're paranoid about the company. Yeah, there's something off about this company, man. Like, they're paying us all this money, and like everything here just seems too good to be true. Obviously, and they find out it's dirty, and they're the first ones who get killed. Obviously, and then the B-list couple get killed, and then me, VJ, and Matt Damon, his wife, we escape. Obviously, but eventually Matt Damon and his wife, they get killed too, and then me and VJ are the last couple left. Last secret agents left. And Ben Affleck is pissed off. No one fucks with me. No one gets out alive. Yeah, really got a sick movie. Yeah. So you want The Great Escape to be a powerful story. Yeah, I want me and VJ to be legends after the movie's done. Everyone's like, holy shit, man, I and VJ are fucking legends. They're the lucky couple who escaped this huge criminal organization. Yeah. Powerful. You want a powerful, yeah, have it be powerful, like the powerful organization. And you have the people coming afterwards, they wear these like creepy masks. They're badass fighters. Me and BJ are on the run. Like a sick movie, man. Yeah, man. Ooh, my fart is deadly. It smells very bad right here. Yeah. How much you made The Great Escape for, Ivan? $800 million. That's enough. I'll make it for $800 million. That's good enough for the movie. I'll put $250 million towards special effects and visual effects for The Great Escape. Because for The Great Escape, I only need maybe like 10,000 extras in the city. That's enough, right? 10,000 extras around there, so it's cheaper. I have to rent a lot of streets in Italy for the movie, and I have to build some sets, quite a bit of sets, so I can put $250 million towards special effects and visual effects for the Great Escape. That's why we're looking at a revelation technology for the Great Escape 2. As James Bond and Mission Impossible are made for like $200, $250, $300 million, I'm putting $250 million towards the Great Escape, towards the visual effects and special effects alone. Obviously, so looking at unheard of car chases, gun scenes, fighting scenes, jumping off buildings, like something unheard of, man. Something crazy, yeah. For the movie. Got some Sarah. Emma. Yeah. I have 14 smokes left. That's enough for today, right? No. Yeah. That's why Zane's are going to beg, because they want to be, I want to be in that Secret Agent movie with Ivan and VJ. They're not good for the Great Escape Keanu Reeves, right? They're going to beg, though. Oh, Ivan, please, man, can I be your next movie? I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. You're not good. So I'm not going to have guys too like that, so yeah. That's why the Great Escape will have crazy buzz too, man. It has been crazy for the buzz of that movie, right? Looking at a sick movie. And that's why Scott's will blow out the water. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the show, this is I'm signing out. Peace. Take my shower and enjoy the show with you guys. And I might watch, I don't know, James Bond after that. Peace out, guys. Don't hate him, son. Hope you enjoyed the show.